What is going on, beautiful people out there on internet land? Welcome to the video. My name is Brando Linick, and this is going to be pretty much a candid conversation on how to start a business. I'm going to share with you and break down really critical information, having gotten around a lot of people who've started different types of businesses, retail clothing stores, beer stores, beer vendors, nightclubs, people who've started their own paper recycling businesses, which is kind of what I want to touch on and actually use as an example to kind of illustrate what I want to share with you, which is really information to help save a lot of blood, sweat, and tears so you can make an educated decision by the end of this video, what approach you want to take and exactly step by step how to build a business to get the results that you want. So when it comes to this example, paper recycling business, there is a process in which I'll tell you from people who have been successful doing it, I've gotten around, and people who have not been successful doing it, who I've gotten around, a key distinction between the two. And that key distinction is people who have been able to get the results are people who planned out their business, knew their overhead, I should say, and knew the maintenance and management that was required to build and grow the business to get a return on their investment. And it's essential if you want to start a paper business, a recycling paper business, that you know your upfront overhead, that you know what's required when you're looking at equipment, supplies, employees, which equipment can be pretty expensive when you're looking at starting a recycling business. You're looking at reproducing paper, So it's something to keep in mind. You're looking at a facility. Costs can be anywhere from $50,000 up to and over $100,000. Not cheap stuff. And of course, it's going to vary depending on size and location of your facility, but you got to keep that in mind, Simple business idea, maintaining and governing the business, it's a whole nother world, and it can be honestly somewhat of a headache dealing with all that stuff, which is why if you are looking at this from a business model perspective, and even though I'm just using this as an example and trying to illustrate as best as I can, if you're only looking at it because you want to build a business to be your own boss, if that's really what you're looking at it for, I've got a lead I want to throw your way before you consider starting a paper recycling business. And my story with this goes back a year ago when I transitioned from a traditional business dealing with the supplies, equipment, employees, sometimes paying employees more than I was getting paid, And it was tough. It wasn't fun. And I went from that and I came across a person who was building a business in a way where they didn't have to deal with any of that stuff. They didn't really have that overhead. And when I say they didn't really have, they're building their business, get this, on the internet, making a high multiple six-figure income, traveling around the world, having time, freedom, leverage, and flexibility, which is not average or typical results. I am not guaranteeing you the same results if you start an internet business, but that was pretty cool, and because of that, I started to model and copy what they're doing. 30 days later, less than a month, I was able to, and working my butt off, I was able to learn and work and create a full-time income, put my traditional business that I've been running off to the side, quit corporate America, and I haven't looked back since. And I share that with you because not just it required work, not just because I had to learn stuff, because you have to do that in any type of business, because if you're looking at starting a business to be your own boss, create your own income, to be able to create flexibility, leverage, and time freedom, learn to build a business on the internet. And if this makes sense to you, connect with me on my site. Check it out. It's 123marketingtips.com. I'll put a link down below in the description in addition to this video. But regardless of the approach you decide to take, the best thing you could do is just learn to build a business in a way that's got high profit margins and lower overhead if you're looking at opportunity, if you're looking at business building, if you're looking at being your own boss. It's the best thing you could do, hands down. And the internet, from my last 3.5, almost 4 years of experience, is probably the best tool and medium to actually work through. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope this makes sense to you. I look forward to connecting with those of you interested. If you're not interested, I hope this video helped you out anyway. And I look forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world. Take care.